It's Christmas today. I go to this Jewish restaurant at Christmas time when nothing else is open, whatever it is. Andrea picks me up. We go. I could walk there. It's 4 minutes from my house. Andrea picks me up. Well, it's going to be packed with Jews. I get out of the car, and I start rushing to get into the restaurant. There's people already ahead of me getting in the restaurant. And Andrea's hollering, David, wait, David, David. And I'm just waving at her because I don't care what the hell she says. David, I'm walking. Why do you answer me? David, David. Like a schmuck, I stop. Who knows what could she... I just got out of the car with her. Whatever she had to say to me, she could have said in the car. I'm rushing to get in the restaurant. I got to go up the stairs. David, and I'm waving. I don't care what the hell she says. And then, why don't you answer me, David? So I stop, and I walk down the few steps. What do you want? As I stop, a guy walks out of the restaurant and coughs right in my face. If I kept going like I wanted to, that split second, I would have walked by him. Then it passed, and then he would have coughed. I have to stop there with Andrea's bullshit she has to say. What did she have to say? It's so important that I have to stop to hear what she has to say. You know what it is? She has to go to her mother's and let the nanny in the house. And where's her mother? Right across the street. Why couldn't she call me, text me? Or I wouldn't even noticed. I'm waiting in line at the restaurant. All she had to do was say, Dave, I had to go home, let the nanny in, the caretaker take care of the in-law. But I have to stop to hear what she has to say. She has to tell me. So the guy walks right by, coughs in my face. I'm standing in line, and I don't know if Andrea's coming. Andrea's coming, and then our friend Mark is coming. Need a table for 3. I'm waiting in line. Andrea comes. The girl says, how many? I say 3. Then we get up to the part where it's our turn. Then the busboy or some other kid comes over and says, here's how many? I say, what does he say? He says, you can have this booth. You need 2? Here's a booth. Andrea says, we need 3! Now, I'm thrilled to get anything. The place is packed. It's Christmas. Everything is closed. The kid says, you want a booth? You can have this booth. How many do you need? 2? And there's 3. Now, he said you can have the booth. I'm thrilled. Don't say anything else, Andrea. We got a booth. If you look at the booth, it can fit 10 people. She has to... He said 2? Yeah, 2. Who cares? We got the booth. It can fit 25 people in this booth. Who cares? You don't got to tell them 3. Because then he may say, you can't have this booth. I'll give you a smaller table. Why did he said 2? I said, yeah, it's fine. No, it's 3. She always has to be the one to tell you. Here's a perfect example. I was with our friend, and somebody, I was shopping, and somebody said to me, is that your father-in-law? Because the friend looks old. Is that your father-in-law? Asked me the father-in-law. So I was telling Andrea and the kids this, and they said that my friend, it's Andrea's girlfriend's boyfriend. He looks old. And somebody thought it was my father-in-law. I said to my family, the kids, if my father-in-law was around, he'd be 87 right now. Andrea says, 86! He'd be 86 right now. He'd be 87 in February in 2 months. But doesn't matter. The point was, I was making a joke that she thought that Andrea's friend's boyfriend was my father-in-law. And I said to the kids, my father-in-law would be 87 years old right now, meaning that's how old he would be. And is that how old Andrea's friend's boyfriend looks like? He's 87 years old? That's the whole point. Andrea has to say, no, he'd be 86. He'd be 87 in 2 months. And that just relates to the booth. I'm standing in line. I say, I need 3. He said, you want this booth? What do you need, 2?